Hello everyone and welcome to the video. In this video we're going to explore the tried and true framework for boosting Shopify conversion rate. This will help you increase your Shopify conversion rate by a minimum of 2% within a week if you apply everything that I mentioned throughout this video. So make sure you have a pen and paper because I'm going to break it down for you one by one. These methods are being used by big brands in the industry such as Gymshark, Udi, and many more. By end of this video, you will be able to turn your Shopify store into a profit generating juggernaut and leave your competitors in dust. So let's get started. You need to start by adding some reviews to your website, and I don't mean the scammy looking reviews that dropshippers usually put. I mean real videos that have been either taken from your competitor website or Amazon page. You can even now ask GPT to give you how many reviews you want. You just need to explain about the product that you sell, what is your angle with the product, and who is your target market. And then voila, you have the reviews. Once you have the reviews, you can even ask ChatGPT to translate it to the language of the market that you're in. It's that easy. Now you need to find some images of the people with your product so you can mix it with the legit looking reviews that now you have. And trust me, this will make all the difference in the world. It will make your website look more credible, therefore more people will convert. Because most of these people that come to your website come from prospecting campaigns, aka testing campaigns, so they are cold traffic. Therefore, they don't know anything about your brand or the product, so they need some credibility. They need to see some other people that have already made the purchase because nobody wants to be the first one to buy. Did you know it takes merely a 50 millisecond or 0.05 second for a customer to form their initial impression of your website? In that incredibly brief moment, they determine whether they like your site, trust it, and feel at ease shopping there. To grab their attention right away, it's crucial that 90% of your visitors can find the information about the products that you're selling directly on the homepage. I see many dropshippers make this mistake where they don't feature their products in the homepage, which can negatively impact the performance. Moreover, 88% of shopping trust comes from online reviews, so incorporating them into your site is vital. User-generated content can increase the conversion rate by 29% compared to the sites without it. And that takes us to the tip number 2. Keep your product description clear and informative. You have to understand that once customers have watched your ad and click on the link, they have almost made the decision on buying the product. It's up to 70% chance that they make the purchase. If they don't, that means that something is wrong, which one of them is the product description. I see many dropshippers make this mistake and they talk about the features that the product have and offers, but nobody cares about that. Yeah, maybe 5% of your audience do, but if your product is a problem-solving product, nobody really cares what material is made of or how much weight the product have. Humans are selfish. We always want to know what's in it for us. Therefore, we care about the benefits. We want to know how this product will solve the problem that I have in the short amount of time. And if you cannot write that down in your product description, customer will leave the website in a matter of seconds. As our eyes work as a scanner and we scan the images, GIFs, and the big bold copies in the website very fast, and if the customer don't find the keywords that you use in your ad in the website, they will leave. The third one is a no-brainer, and we still see so many people write something stupid of 70% off only today. And then you visit the website tomorrow, you see the same offer again. These have one main issue, which is 70% off for what? What is the occasion? It just doesn't look good. And with this amount of percentage off, it can throw a customer away as well as is too good to be true, especially when it's the customer come to your website from a cold traffic, which is your prospecting aka interest testing campaigns. They say like, okay, I have never heard about this brand before in my life, and all of a sudden they appear with the product that solves my problem, and yet the price is half of what other legitimate websites that I know offer. It must be a scam. And boom, there goes away the customer. Instead, I recommend you to have a maximum 40% off, as you can see in the Udi website. 40% off still sounds like a great offer, but at the same time it doesn't look too good to be true. It is closest offer to original 50% off, but OG dropshippers and brands have used this so much that it have no effect anymore, and 60% off is the next valid option after 40% off. But I recommend you to use 60% off offer only in a special occasion, not all the time. Number 4 on the list, special offers to capture emails or minimize the website visitors leaving. What I mean by this is there is many apps in Shopify such as Klaviyo that give you an option to show a pop-up to the customer when they try to leave your website, and this comes in hand when the customers are trying to leave the website because of the high price tag that your product have. That means you don't offer a good price for them. So you hit two birds with one stone, and that will be your converting the customers from leaving your website and getting them subscribed to your email list, which will give you the opportunity to sell more products to them later with your email campaigns, which I will talk about more on later. And instead of all this, all you did was offering the customer 10% off of their purchase in exchange for their emails. The deal is done. Number 5 is consistent coloring on the website, aka branding. Here I always recommend you to use 3 colors only, and 2 of these colors is already chosen for you, which is black and white. So now your job is much easier because you only need to choose 1 color that describes the product you want to sell, and this have to match the industry that you are in as well. Let me give you an example. If we say you are selling the posture corrector, you can have the color of the website blue or dark green. Why? Because this is the color of the industry that you are in, which is a medical industry. Your website should give a hospital and pharmacy vibes. That's why you choose these 2 colors. And when prospects come to your website, they see that the coloring don't match the product, so they assume it doesn't help them with the problem that they have. On the other side, if you choose a color such as red, pink, yellow, purple, whatever you name it, and they come to the website, they see the posture corrector with the black, white and pink color, they wouldn't basically trust the website now, right? Because it looks kind of scammy and it have nothing to do with the product. So they assume that the product doesn't offer the help that they need, right? Because the color doesn't match the industry. And on the other hand, the prospects are from cold traffic and they don't know anything about your brand. So make sure you choose the right coloring. And the last one is the small discount to add in your add to cart page. This will help you increase your conversion rate by decreasing the amount of drop-off you have from the add to cart to initiate checkout. Now I'm going to break it down for you how to take your store basically from a beginner state with the average of 1 to 2% conversion rate all the way up to 6% conversion rate, right? So let's begin. Here we are going to start with the week 1. Right, so the first thing we will be seeing by week 1, it will be around 1.5%, 2% conversion rate. The reason is, as I have mentioned here, is because you're going to have cold audiences which have no idea what your brand is, what you're offering, the pricing and everything. Therefore, people can come to your website and leave, and your pixel don't have any data as well. Assuming you have a new pixel, you're just beginning with the new product, right? So in that case, that would be that you're going to have many people on your store that are not going to convert, is because Facebook is sending lots of people to your website in order to see which one converts, which one doesn't, so the data can be more optimized. So the first thing I would recommend you to do in week 1 in order to increase your conversion rate is focus on the drop-offs. What I mean by that is just see why customers are leaving your website, right? How can you see this? By using an app called Vitals, and Vitals have 60 apps all in one, which you can see it right now in the screen. And this app will give you a function to use many apps within this app only, right? And you will only pay like $20, $30. I don't know, guys, I'm not affiliated with them, but I use this app throughout all of my stores, right? Because it will help you to have a faster website, because if you're going to install all of these apps separately, it will decrease from your website loading speed. So if you have 16 apps only in one app, that will be much more effective for you, and of course price efficient as well. So with Vitals Visitor Replay, you will be able to see what customers do when they come to your website. You can, for example, see which pages they go to, how long they stay on the website, and which is the last page that they visit before they leave, or in which of the product page they zoom in, like they start to read, so you can see maybe, oh okay, you are doing something wrong wrong there, maybe you're doing something wrong here. And if you see customers come to your basically website and leave after 10 seconds, you know, basically your website speed is low, or there is something that is basically doesn't make sense to your website. So by using Vitals Visitor Replay, you will be able to get so many feedback, and with this feedback you will be able to improve on your website and have a higher conversion rate. This is the key, guys. The second one will be the product description, and what I mean on this is only top of the page. Keep split testing copies and giffies. Why I say giffies is because you can have a small giffy that explains what your product do in a matter of 5 to 6 seconds, and that keeps playing on top of your product page. So the customers, when they trying to scroll down to the product description and see the rest, they will see this big gify that will just occupy their eyes, right? Because our eyes works as a scanner, so therefore they will be seeing that gify that only shows the benefits of this product and how it will improve their lives, how it will solve their problem, right? And this will like basically make them to get that impulse decision up faster and purchase your product immediately. So you're going to only test the giffies that you're going to put on top of your website and the copies, right? You can write the big copy on the top of your product page and say something about the product, right? The problem that the customers have. You just hit the customer with the problem that they have. Are you suffering from this? Don't worry, and you show them the gify, and the rest of the product description goes, and this will help you to increase your conversion rate at least by 3%. The third option in the beginning is to make sure you have all the payment methods in the country that you're active in, and this is especially for the people that are starting to sell in European market, because in European market you don't only use credit cards, you use PayPal, you use Klarna, which is the most important one. In Denmark you use different payment processes. You need to have those payment processes in order to have the highest conversion rate and make sure every people that visit to the website pay. The fourth thing will be the product image and branding. So you have to make sure that all of your product image ratios are same. If they are 1:1, all of them need to be in 1:1, and they need to be high quality as well. So make sure you find the high quality images for the product that you're trying to sell. If you cannot find that, you can order the product from Amazon yourself and take some images with your iPhone. And also please note, it is important to know that 2% conversion rate is normal when you start, since your pixel is new and people that visit your website may not be your customers. So don't let that discourage you. This is just part of the process. As you gather more data, you will get more relevant audience and higher conversion rate. Now, after you did all those changes that I just told you within the first week of selling, right, and assume everything goes well on Facebook ads as well, so by week 2 you should be able to have at least 4% conversion rate, guys, right? And here how you can take it to the next level, we are going to go through it. So the first stage will be, in this stage, add the discount code with the timer in the add to cart page, right? So if you see many people, for example, go to add to cart and there isn't many people that from add to cart go to initiate checkout, here you can give them a discount code that they can use in a initiate checkout page, right? So they will go to that checkout page in order to use that code and get that 10% off. So you give them the discount code in the add to cart, you tell them, okay, you can use this card within the next 2 minutes, so they will get hurry and they get to the checkout page, and from checkout page they can use that code to convert and basically purchase your product, right? And you have around 120,000 initiate checkout, right? Of those 120,000, at least 55 to 60,000 can convert. Therefore you will make such more money by just adding a simple discount and telling customers, okay, just go to the checkout now and get this discount right away. It will disappear in 2 minutes. So that will just increase the impulse buy, right, and make them purchase faster. The second thing that you need to do is make your website load time faster, guys. This is very important, especially if you have older customers. You're selling a product that is for 25 plus, 30 plus, 40 plus. These people don't know even how mobile works, so when they come to the website, everything needs to be loading. If something doesn't make sense and loading takes a bit time, they will just leave your website, guys. It's going to happen. Basically, if you have a faster website, everything is going to be good. And how you're going to see what your website speed is by checking pagespeed.web.dev, right? This is for Google, that you would just put your URL, and after that you will see the speed and how you can improve on that. And the second one is GT metrics, that will also give you your website. So these two are very accurate. And how you can increase your website speed, just by turning PNG images into JPEGs, and you can basically pay someone in Fiverr in order to increase your website speed by 20 to 30%. That would make huge gain. The third one on the list, how you can increase your conversion rate once you're in week 2, is by sending abandonment on email and SMS. This is the key, guys. You're going to have so much more audiences and basically so much more customers once you start doing this, especially with SMS. Once you start to sending them SMS like basically 25 minutes after they leave the checkout, like you will be shocked how many people are going to convert, and you don't even need to give them a discount. You can first just tell them, hello, the item in the cart is going to be basically sold out. Here is a link to that. You can just go and purchase. They don't say anything, no problem. After 2 hours, send them a 10% discount. After 12 hours, send them 25% discount. And you will see how many people convert. It's just so crazy with this amount of money. And what apps you can use for this is, the first one is, for email, I recommend you to use Klaviyo. Basically, this is the biggest one in the industry. And for the SMS, I personally use SMS Bump, and I have a great experience with them as well. And guys, I'm not affiliate or anything, so yeah, you can just take it. And the fourth thing is to add a post-purchase upsell, and this will basically help you increase your conversion rate as well, because customer will make more than one purchase, right? So there will be more season converted, therefore you will have a higher AOV and you will have more profit, because these are the customers that you have already paid for, so you should milk them as much as you can. Now the next stage will be by week 3 and 4. So if you did all the changes that I told you to do on week 1 and on week 2, by week 3 and 4 you should be able to at least have 5 to 6% conversion rate. As you can see here, once you add the discount option in the add to cart page, you will see how many more people will go to checkout, and from checkout how many people make the purchase, therefore you will have more conversion rate, right? So how you can get to this level is just by using a custom theme, and this is not mandatory, but once you are having 6% conversion rate, you have a hefty amount of profits, guys, and you can invest $500 to $1,000 into making a custom theme and basically make that brand your own, right? Give that branded vibe so no dropshipping store can copy you, because the theme that you have is a custom theme and basically doesn't really cost that much either. You can hire someone in Upwork and get this done. The second tip is to use UGC content, user generated content, famous influencers in the country that you are advertising, and this is especially for the fellow dropshippers that are doing it in the EU market. You should see that in the EU market, especially like for example if you're selling in Sweden, Norway, whatever the country that is, you see like, okay, what is the influencer in that niche that I'm active in this European market? And I tell you, it's going to be handpicked, because in these countries there isn't that many influencers that are influencer by like the native language, right? That have a little amount of audience, which makes their audience trust them even more, and they get less brand deals, right? So for example, if you're doing collaboration with the influencer, you can make a product page with the images of that influencer with your product only. You make that whole product page with the images of the influencer. Once the customers coming from that influencer, they go to that specific product page. As like, trust me when I tell you, this will give you at least 9% conversion rate. It's crazy, because all of the people come to your website because of that person, and they see that person with the product images, that person talking about the product in the website, right? And they will convert much more. The third thing to have a more conversion rate is to retargeting. This is the retargeting the audiences that have already been through your website and not have been converted via email or SMS, right? So you can retarget them via Facebook ads, Snapchat ads, TikTok ads, depending on the platform that you are using. And once they get back to your website with the discount code that you're offering your ad, they will convert more, and therefore you will have more conversion rate. And the fourth thing is add more similar products for your current customer, right? So you can add more similar products for your current customer and get them back to come to your website via emails, right? And they will purchase right away, because they have already bought one product from you. They're happy with that, so they are more likely to convert, right? Because you already paid for them, you have them, less cost of advertising. SMS can cost like anywhere from 0 cent to $1 depending on how many words you have, but you understand how free this is, right? So you're going to have higher conversion rate by adding similar products that you can sell to your existing happy customers. And also, it's fair to say that by now you should have enough data on your pixel to get more relevant audience, therefore your conversion rate should increase more by week 2, even if you don't do many changes, since targeting now is more accurate. Yeah guys, basically this is all the methods, and I hope you really do every step by step of this process so you can succeed and have a higher conversion rate, because you're already paying for the customers to come to your website. So you need to optimize your website to the best way to milk every and each single prospects that come to your website. So guys, this was it for today's video. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like button and comment down below what you think about this video. See you guys next time.